Yeah, I think the A-class competition is now in the flying chamber. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it looks like Fly Spot Chicks who are starting it off. So they're in double A, I believe.
Now
Or
that
maybe this is the highlights of the double A. So yes, that's Fly Spot Chicks from Poland. Oh no, it's live. It's still Fly Spot Chicks from Poland.
which means we are still in the double A class competition because we missed. I thought we missed a portion of that. Oh, you know what? This could be round 8 already now. I don't know. Let's look at the sequence. Well, they have different sequences. I'm not familiar actually with a competition draw. Fly Spot Chicks from Poland in action.
Being coached by Roy Jansen.
And they just come back from their own competition at Fly Spot. A few weeks ago, they had actually it was an interesting competition. It was a triple A class competition with 3 female teams. No boys were in that competition at the Polish Open. That was in the triple A class at least. So that was super interesting actually. It was the Fly Spot Chicks, No Mercy, and Solar Flex from Lithuania. So now we're seeing, oh, look at this. Now there he is, Marin Ferré in the highlights. In the green, that's actually the national coach for the 4-way open class team at the moment, former world champion from France. And he is the coach of the Academy, Aerocard Academy project. He has done that together with François Simons, former Deep Blue member for 3 years now. And we can see the results. And one of his teammates of this double A class team is not available, so he's filling the slot with a big jumpsuit, of course.
Yes, it took me a long time to recognize him. Normally so cute with his baby face and quite slim. And yes, I've never seen him so bad, in all honesty. In the suit, I mean, he's flying nicely.
Yeah, and he's actually he is skinny, and he's still, he's flying, but it's, oh, Regan has him. Hi, Marin Ferré.
Thank you very much, Kurt. What a great job you're doing with these young kids.
Thank you very much.
Is it difficult to fly with them at that size? You need a big suit?
Yeah, I just have to adapt my wearing for the speed, but it's okay. With this, I'm good.
And this academy, we've got 3 teams, 4 teams, 3 teams, is it?
Yeah, we built 3 teams, one in each category.
Excellent. We will look forward to see this progress over the next few years.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Hurricane Factory chicks again, which is who are the leaders now in the double A class. I don't know which round. It's a highlight, so it's probably an earlier.
No, it's live.
It is live. Okay, so we are seeing round 7 then in the double A class. A more technical round 2 for the double A class teams. Look like there are 2 blocks, and the Hurricane Factory chicks are just leaving the flying chamber. They have an impressive career behind them.
Yeah, they've come all the way up from rookie. And I found out a little bit more because some people may remember I was saying yesterday that I found it not very good that they downgraded as they competed in AAA just a few weeks ago in Prague. But in fact, they have one new member that they've only been flying with for a month. So for that reason, and because of this AAA has a lot of swap slots, then they decided to enter the AA because they didn't feel they could get their new member up in time. And although they are flying really, really well, and I take my hat off to them for that, then I can see that to go straight into the B slots would be a bit much with a new team member.
Yeah, and Pete Allum, the chief judge and coordinator of this event, was watching that very carefully. He made a good decision there at the end, I believe. I think I fully agree with that. Double A, they are ahead in the double A now by 10 points or so, but it is difficult to throw somebody who has never done that before into the slot switching situation, of the triple A class dive pool. And so here they are in the double A class, step backwards, but they will be back in the triple A class probably in a short while. The Hurricane. Regan has something for us in the meantime. Regan, who do you have this time?
Yeah, we've got the girls you're just chatting about there in the studio. They're just talking about the fact of how you deserve to be exactly where you are in that double A category with your new member and all the work you've had to put in. So you are totally justified. That round, did you enjoy it? You got big smiles.
Yeah, we enjoyed it because now everyone saw we start with these blocks because it's 11 entered and we don't like it. Now we have, I don't know, it's 3 or 5 buses, and just we enjoy it.
Well, you got 3 more rounds to go.
Yeah, but the tunnel is too big for us. Like, it's too big and I just like get lost. So, yeah, so it's not my fault, it's the tunnel's fault.
Thank you very much, Hurricane Factory Chicks. Back to the studio.
That's funny. But there's we talked about this earlier. There's some truth behind that because a 14-footer forces you actually to fly, in a smaller area, and a larger tunnel allows you more mistakes actually, more flaws as of space control at least. We missed in the meantime the second team in the AA class from the Czech Republic, Helvetsty, also training in the Hurricane Factory. One of the newer, actually they've been around for a little while, but one of the growing four-way community in the Czech Republic. And now we're already at, we just missed Expat Fury as well, the UK team. And this is Vertigo. Where are they from, Leslie?
They are a group of locals. I met them, well, I say locals, I think they're also expats. There's Alan, George, Chris and Vitor. I met them last night. They were having a bit of coaching by Craig. They were a last minute entry to the competition. As you can see, they're not super skilled or super experienced four-way flyers, but they're having a great time and enjoying the competition, and that's what it's all about. Alan there, he's a bit of a canopy swooper. That's his discipline. I didn't get a chance to find out where the other guys excel, but as we were saying before, it's just great to see people in skydiving and tunnel flying trying every aspect of the sport.
And we saw a little bit of, that for a pickup team, it's not that easy to master those technical blocks that the Hurricane Factory chicks were just talking about. They were struggling with block 11 in the previous round, ate some penalties there. And now let's take a look here. This is the Bahrain team, one Mid-East team here, of course. This is a team that Aaron, Faith, Satori, and member who is competing here with ACM has been coaching for a little while. It's an indoor team and an outdoor team. They have been competing at military events in the past and local events. And they are standing there with they're having actually a good battle with the Vertigo team. They should be better trained because Aaron, has been working with them for a little while now. But here they are, and they have their battle there at the bottom of the AA class field. The military team from Bahrain.
They have the same problem that you were mentioning earlier that Craig and Jan are having here, where their team members keep changing.
Oh, okay.
So that always, as we know, makes it difficult to progress a team. However good a new flyer is, even bringing someone else into the team, it changes the dynamic, and you have to relearn to fly all the blocks to be in synchrony together. So this is the last team that we've got in AA today, with the Assar ladies, coached by Alona, as you said earlier. And Alona has done a lot of flying with this team, but it's nice to see that this time they have a full Emirati team. Whereas earlier on in Prostioff last year, and many times Alona's been brought into the team, but as you mentioned, she's now flying with helping out the Assar.
And that's a good help for them.
Yes.
It's difficult. The military teams, going back to this quickly, they have also limited choices because the civilian jumpers, they can pick anybody they can find, while the military, they have to pick from their military personnel. So the skydiving teams, like the Gold Knights, they have to pick from their limited pool of people.